Hey everyone, it's April 15th, 2022 on a Friday night at 10 o'clock, 10:01. And I just wanted to share a little bit of something about dealing with elderly parents, which I had a lot of experience in as I took care of my parents for many years. My father with cancer and my mother with MS, and I have to say it's a very, very difficult situation to be in. I have no siblings, so you know I felt an obligation, and I'm on a lot of levels. When it starts, it's a good thing to do, and it's the right thing to do, and I did, and I'm glad I did. And then before you know it, what will happen is your life will start to get taken over, and you will not realize it as it happens. But whereas you were giving up, you know, some of your social time, and then it becomes you can't really be far away for very long. So vacations become something that's out of the question, and they go from being away where you can be away for about 2 weeks if you want to, and then down to 2 days, and then down to a day trip, and then down to nothing. And it'll there's a fine balance that you have to find when you realize that you're not able to take care of someone who has serious health issues. And there are a lot of exceptions. There are a lot of different reasons why this is different for everyone. I'm sure if you have unlimited wealth and you just don't worry about money, then you don't worry about that either. Not that I'm suggesting that having money is the end all of everything and makes everything okay, because it doesn't. But it does make things of that nature something you don't have to think about. And this is what people who I would say particularly are born into money do not realize about healthcare and the horrific uh, place we find ourselves in our healthcare system, in the most prosperous, rich, powerful country in the world, and the greed and just complete inability to understand what really it's not socialism. I mean, people first of all don't understand the meaning of that word. It has many connotations. There's hard socialism, there's soft socialism, and many democratic socialism, and people just in this country, I'm sorry to say, a great portion of them don't take the time to see what the difference is. And newsflash, uh, we have a lot of socialized things in this country. Social security, it's right in the name. But we don't want to talk about that, and it's easier to just pretend that we're going to fall into some horrific socialism when we're not. That's not going to happen by giving people health care. But at any rate, that's a different discussion for another time. What I was going to zero in on today is that my dad passed away in 2020, and my mother has been in an assisted living home or rest home for about a year and a little bit more, and we're fighting day after day to get her on Medicaid, which is utterly ridiculous. It should have happened a year ago, but again, this is another issue that I'm going to address when I have a better platform here to do so. But I just had to talk to her, and to be honest, as with most families, things are not ideal between my mother and myself, and they haven't been for a long time. But she is my mother, and when you hear the desperation in the voice of someone who, regardless of what your relationship has been like, whether you had problems and or not. This is still your parent, and they are it hollows them out. It hollows out a human being in a place like that, where you just don't have anything left and you have no hope. And I know that she's not going to be coming home or being able to see her home again, more than likely. And as much as that is the way it is heartbreaking to have it, to listen. So I did call her back tonight and just wanted to tell her, hey, don't give up, and this kind of thing, personal stuff that I'm not really gonna share on a here, at least not at this point. But it's devastating to hear your parent end up there, regardless of your situation, and deep down that they're not gonna come home, they're never gonna see their home again, and it's a difficult thing. It's and that's really all I have to say, is just make yourself aware of what you're really saying when you think that, oh, everyone, oh, they should pay their own way with their health care. That is one thing no one should be subjected to, regardless of your station in life or how much money you have. It is utterly ridiculous. It is such a criminal act that we have to be subjected to this. And I've spoken to many people in Western democratic societies like ours, who are not these lies that are told, that, oh, they wait in line forever, they can't pick their own doctors, they can't get a hold of the right medicines. There are people in this country who go to these countries so they can get medical care. It is nonsense, and it is cruel, and it's unfortunate that our system is built this way, for profit, and that's it. You are nothing but a number, and it does not matter if you don't have the money. Fuck you, basically. And I have much more to say on the subject, but it is just there aren't words for really how outraged all of us should be, and yet we're roped into this. So many people I see, like, they're proud to say that they deserve health care. Well, for what? What have you done? Everybody is different. You've got people who've served the country in the military or the Peace Corps or some manner of public service. They're suffering. Some of them, they don't have anything. The state of Veterans Affairs is horrific. And then you have people who, yeah, do they basically know how to play the system? Yeah, there's some. So what? So fucking what? You're always going to have a group of people who take advantage of something. Always. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. There are always going to be those people, and it doesn't matter. The amount of money that they're taking is so minuscule for as far as healthcare and the way we are taxed, and it's utterly, it's nonsense. It's basically huge pharmaceutical companies and politicians on both sides of the aisle who have their noses so far up the asses of these companies that there's no way. You had someone like Bernie Sanders who really wanted to do this for everybody in this country, and think of the things that you could put capitalism towards instead. But you see, unfortunately, they don't want that. They don't want that because that would help increase people's chances of survival. It would alter everything for their billions and billions of dollars they make every year on raising prices of different medications and making sure that great example of this is my mother had MS for many years, slowly became unable to walk at all. And so she needed one of these power chairs. So one of these chairs is priced out now at approximately $40,000. Now, these chairs, yeah, I'm sure some people use them outside. My mother used the chair in about 3 rooms of a small colonial home. Never went outside. And this thing would break down all the time. It has all kind of problems. I mean, for $40,000, you basically can buy a great vehicle with most of the extras, a car. And these things break down constantly. They have all kinds of problems, and they're built specifically so it is almost impossible for you yourself to do work on it. They have to have a tech come out, and that's a charge, and then sometimes they can't get a part. So they can't get a part for someone for a month who can't walk. So you figure that one out. That's some really great customer service there. But the seat part of the chair started to wear out, and that was something I'm not going to say for sure because I don't have it in front of me. This was maybe 2 years ago. Somewhere between $100 and $500 for the seat that you sit on. Now, we all know these things are not, they don't cost this to make. I mean, the chair is, more or less like a little scooter. Okay, so it's got, a computer in it. It's got some rugged tires, um, you know, basically hydraulics and things like that. Okay, let's say it costs the manufacturer $2,000. I'm actually going to look into this so I can give some correct, um, specific specifics here, so I don't just keep talking about something where I hate it when you don't really know. But I do know this: they don't cost anywhere near $40,000. It's utterly impossible. And if I'm proven wrong, when I do my research, I'll be the first to put another video up here and admit it. But it's entirely incomprehensible to me, and I hope that by some weird chance that I'm not wrong. But I'm going to guess, even at, let's say it cost $5,000 to make. I mean, how much profit is enough? Is it ever enough? $35,000, is that enough? It's criminal, is what it is. And I didn't plan on making a video this evening, so I'm quite exhausted. But if this touches you in any way, where you've seen things like this in your own life with your own family or yourself, please comment below, and I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. And yeah, just even though it's primitive, I hope to get this going and subscribe to my channel, and I want to make this into something that really I think is going to be a big help to a lot of people, and just a great place to trade ideas and a forum for a few different things of this nature. So until next time, everyone have a great evening, and be kind to one another all the time, and be kind to your animals most of all, and animals in general, because they can't speak, and we can. And peace, everybody. Good night.